It is 105.9 The Mount, Nashville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff show on your radios on this Monday. And listen, we got a lot to get to today, Jeff, and we can't be playing around.
No. We don't have a lot of time to lollygag.
We don't have lolly time.
Yeah.
No, as a matter of fact, we got to get into Kelsey Grammer. We got to get into Tom Bodette, okay, from Motel 6.
Right.
We got to get to the JNN. Right? We got to get to opening audio. I was going to give a quadruple scoopy. That's how much stuff I have. I have to decide if I'm going to give you quadruple scoops of opening audio, because I usually treat you with 3, but I might have to throw in a Glenn scoop just because there's so much.
Well, I don't. You know what? Maybe just take a couple of minutes to really, go through this and figure out if your mind can handle so much coming up.
Yeah,
all right?
I'll tell you what. Opening audio next after a little ZZ Top right here on the very busy Rizzo and Jeff show on a Monday morning, where we always leave the light on for you.
I'll be quiet.
Brave would be a word I would describe. Scared would be another word we'd describe here on the Rizzo and Jeff show, right at 105.9 The Mountain. We're petrified. Perhaps would be another adjective we would use when talking about two celebrities who we are scared for, Jeff. They seem to have lost a little bit.
Yeah,
step.
Yeah, lost the fastball there a little bit. Well, here's the thing. One of them never had it, and the other one is just hanging on for dear life, just doing, what are those commercials?
Apartments.com.
Apartments.com.
He's like Tom Selleck, but he's like ripping people off with apartments. And then it's like, the other one who's always been the Willie Mays, okay, of acting. He's the Joe DiMaggio. Somehow the Babe Ruth.
Somehow Kelsey Grammer is the Babe Ruth of acting. And, all right. And then Goldblum is just there. He's trying
Goldblum sucks.
Goldblum
sucks.
Jeff Goldblum has, the only way that he tried to reinvent himself was changing his spectacles to different colors.
Right, so maybe he'd throw a hat on.
Yeah, so when he throws his glasses on, they're different colors. Then he matches his glasses with his clothes. Like he just took a week, like he took a weekend job at H&M.
right. Like he's on Fifth Avenue slinging shirts.
Right.
Now here's what I worry about the most. All right, I have the Babe Ruth of television and theatrics.
Yeah. What are you, drunk?
on a TV show promoting. By the way, first episode of Frasier came out Friday. Fabuloso.
Yeah. Still on?
It's still on Paramount Plus. Yes,
is
sir.
it?
Yes, it is. Boy. Season 2 started September 19th at midnight. What do you think?
Holy crap. Still going.
It's still going. Okay. They signed for 4 seasons.
Oh,
this is going to be a rock star show.
Wow. Shut that app down.
So anyway, Kelsey was trying to explain what was happening on Frasier, and he got a little befuddled, kerfuffled, and I'm a little concerned.
Well, what excites me about him is what excites me about life. Is that we're still trying to have an A+ experience, the E-Ride, whatever it is. Frasier lives at the precipice of searching. He always wants something good to happen.
Yeah.
And he is in. It's in trend. No, I'm trying to think the right word. It's inexhaustible.
Okay.
It's inexhaustible in him. He always reaches for the peak experience. It has to be the best, which is why he becomes foolish and silly. And if it falls short, then we fall in love with him. Always failing, basically, but he aims so high.
And he achieves.
I gotta tell you, this guy's watching way too many Kamala Harris interviews, because that was a word salad of nothing.
You know what? That was a Mamala word salad.
That was a Mamala word salad.
You know what? Is he going home to a man named Doug?
Huh?
Is he going home to a man named Doug?
I don't know what's happening there, but woo. Don't know what that meant.
The second celebrity we're concerned about is Goldblum. Now, Goldblum, he's always been kind of a dunce.
Well,
he's not the Babe Ruth of acting. I mean, there is a difference in talent and caliber here.
You know what it is with Goldblum?
Honest.
Everybody is generally indifferent about Goldblum.
No, he had the Jurassic Park thing. Everyone thought he was hot with his chest hair in the 90s.
Yeah. No, the chest hair helped him.
Listen,
has he started shaving it? I think he started shaving.
Yeah,
it.
he shaves. He waxes.
So he waxes now.
Yeah, he waxes.
Waxes the chest hair now. Now the chest hair's gone.
Yeah,
and now you have you change the color of your glasses that you wear.
Yeah,
because you think it's a distinguished look. But to whine and cry about Jurassic Park.
Here's the thing. Just so you know, when you hear this, Jeff Goldblum does not have children. Okay? So when he discusses the children and starts weeping, he's talking about the children from the movie Jurassic Park, shot in the summer of 1988, even though it wasn't released until 1991. Okay? This is what he's talking about.
Wow, sweet. Well, now having kids myself, I've got a 7-year-old and a 9-year-old. I can't imagine.
No, you don't.
What it's like if they took a risk as radical as that seemed to be, and have to possibly say goodbye to them for the last time. It would be excruciating. Oh. And I'll bet, I don't know the whole backstory, but I'll bet we've had a good relationship. As you know, we're friends. In the movie, we play chess all the time, and he cares about me, obviously, and I care about him. And, gee, I can imagine that being real. What a great dad he is. I've known him for a long time.
What the hell was that?
Okay, so sorry we didn't know. I guess he does have kids. So,
No. He's talking about his kids in Jurassic Park. He does not have a 7 and a 5-year-old that he plays chess with.
Okay.
He's 80.
Okay, but what happened there? So
I don't know.
So we're just talking about a movie scene. Is that what that's about?
Yes.
It's not real.
It happened 35 years ago.
What are you crying about?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you. I thought you would know. I know Kelsey.
He took his glasses off, they said. I mean, you can't do that. It's a look, isn't it? Everything.
Well, if he took the glasses off, maybe he got vulnerable. He hides behind the glasses. That's what happened.
He's 71. He's 71
Why
years
is he
old.
crying?
I don't know.
He's weeping.
Oh.
He's
He's
weeping.
Yeah. I thought Kelsey Grammer was brutal, but you know what? I might go home and watch Frasier today. I don't like the show after that.
Hey, did you know we got a new app? Make sure to update it or download it in any app store by searching 105.9 The Mountain.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's Classic Rock, the Rizzo and Jeff shows. Vladimir Putin has a request. That's why he said take a shower.
Yeah.
Vladimir Putin wants you to go to work today. All right. And he wants you to take sex breaks. What he wants you to do is he wants you to make love in the office, during break times, in the snack room, Jeff. He just wants you to make a lot of love because he's concerned about the Russian people.
Yeah, look, the birth rate seems to be plummeting in the country of Russia.
Yeah.
And he's concerned, and they're saying by, 2050?
2050, 100 million, they'll be down 100 mil. The population is, in 50 years could be down to the point where it's unsalvageable to, just listen to what Vladdy.
Right. And finally, in Russia, Vladimir Putin has launched an unusual campaign to combat a plunging population crisis. Amid dropping birth rates, Putin is urging Russians having sex during lunch breaks at work. Employees are being encouraged to procreate on the clock.
At a recent press conference, Putin declared that the preservation of the Russian people was the nation's highest priority. Workers are being encouraged to use their lunch and coffee breaks for procreation, as the health minister rather bluntly put it. When asked how busy professionals could possibly find time to make babies, he smiled and said, "During break times, life flies by too quickly." Meanwhile, some regions are also offering cash incentives to young women, like over $11,000 in Chelyabinsk for having a baby before turning 24.
Well, we're talking about procreation and dirty deeds.
Yeah.
So I guess Johnny's on the phone. Johnny, we got you on the button, buddy. We did as best we could.
Man, y'all done great. Y'all done a good job today.
Thank you. We're coming out of the gate swinging today, John. So, what do you think about dirty deeds over there in Russia?
Yeah.
That Putin over there telling you have love breaks.
Yeah, well, if you ever noticed, you see them people over there on TV or doing an interview, they act like they got a corn cob. So, they're all time upset about something, got that look on their face. Yeah, maybe they need to get a little smile on their face every now and then.
Yeah,
maybe that'll help. I don't know.
Well, they're not allowed to listen to the Rizzo and Jeff show. It's banned.
We are. Our show is actually banned in Russia.
Our show is banned in Russia. I don't know if you know that, but we actually get notifications every day that Russia has banned our show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a notification up yonder on the mountain, too, that I'm banned from over there, too, I reckon.
See that?
Yeah,
See that?
Yeah.
Well, I hope you rocked out to AC/DC. We tried to get you on the button there. Yeah. I figured that's why you hung up.
It.
Yeah, I figured.
I pushed it. Yeah, it was good, man. Hey, I need to give a shout-out to some folks that I told them on Friday to be listening in over yonder at the VA hospital over yonder. At the oncology department, there's some girls in there.
Okay.
Tell me that Johnny said, hey.
Well, to the girls at the oncology department, Johnny says, hey, and we hope that they listen and they enjoy the show and they stick with us because, it's hard to be a healthcare professional, man. It's really tough,
Well, it's hard dealing with old Johnny, too, every now and then, so give him a shout-out.
All right. Maybe, that's it. Yeah, you dealt with Johnny. God bless.
Maybe they need to enjoy their lunch breaks,
Yeah, boys, hey, y'all have a great day, and it's going to be a little rainy this week, but that's all right. They'll bring them flyers, them leaves out, for the fall colors this coming up, okay?
Forget Malachi. Johnny. We're getting with you. All right, good stuff, Johnny. And shout out to the oncology ladies, and we appreciate you, buddy. Have a good one, okay?
Yep, y'all have a nice life.
Get out of here, man.
Get out of a nice life.
Have a nice life.
Well,
all right, basically the point is, and maybe, like you said, it's tough dealing with Johnny sometimes, and especially in the, oncology department. I assume that,
well, look,
maybe they moved to Chelyabinsk.
Well, here's the thing. Look,
and they can have some, what is it called? The afternoon delight.
Vladimir Putin is basically wrong about a lot of things in life and, being a warmonger and things of that nature.
Oh, he's a murderer.
But he might have this one right. So
yeah, you know what? I mean, listen, how do you start it, though? So, let's just say we were to leave the show.
It's just all
do
business.
We go to the front desk and say, hey, it's business time?
It's business. Yeah, we're not. It has
Head
nothing
to the bathroom?
to do.
Where does he want you to do it?
Wherever. There's no emotion involved in this. It's all business, okay?
So you just, it's like a pump and dump?
Yeah. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Suze. You ready?
Ready?
All right, let's go, Suze.
All right, Suze. Hey,
Rizzo and Jeff work hard and try hard, too. Thank you for listening. More show and great music coming up next. Therefore, we cannot be responsible for what happens here from 6 to 10 a.m. And by listening to this, you agree to that. No takebacks. Are we good? We're good. Okay. More free Rizzo and Jeff show. We'll be right back.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff show. And it looks like, Jeff, we have a El Telefono call. Let's get to you want to get to the telephone first? Is that okay?
Yeah, right before the JNN.
Before the JNN, yeah. The JNN's fun. I don't know exactly, but I think this is Wendy.
Yeah.
We just had a hunch, Wendy. How you doing?
I do know it was me.
We knew it was you, Wendy. You always call around this time. You got a Chicago number. We kind of figured it was you,
Once in a while. This is a North Carolina number. Guilty.
Yeah, well, how about this? We could just sense you were calling and we knew it.
Yeah, we felt your presence.
I wanted to make a request. Seeing it's Monday, can you play Monday Morning by Fleetwood Mac?
Okay, well, we have some Fleetwood Mac coming up in this hour. Monday morning, do you mean, what is it, the bow, 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 bow,
yeah,
that song?
Oh, that's the one.
That's, yeah, second.
That going, huh?
Okay, second-hand news. That's a good one. You like a little Fleetwood. Is it's Stevie Nicks and Mick Fleetwood you liked? What about when their relationship broke up? How'd you feel about that?
I didn't know they were together.
Yeah, that was the whole basis of the band.
Yeah, it was the whole
shtick. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Oh, well, you learn something new every day. They were together about 50 years ago, but that's all right, Wendy. I'll tell you what, we appreciate you listening, and we'll get some Fleetwood Mac on for you. Let me ask you something. Do you have a little, what do you feel about infidelity?
I don't know what that word means.
People having an affair when they are in a committed, loving relationship.
I think it's okay.
Oh,
okay.
Infidelity's
okay.
Good.
That's good. See, Wendy, we got infidelity and we got some Fleetwood Mac coming your way. All right, so keep listening. All right, and thank you for listening to the show.
How old are you?
Me? I'm 36. Jeff, he's a little bit of an older man, Jeff, over there.
I'm 43. I'm not that much older.
I just turned 62.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, you know what?
Good.
105.9.
What's your zodiac sign?
Leo?
Ooh, how old are you, Wendy?
62.
62.
You
just
know
turned
what?
62.
I'll tell you what.
Those feisty Leos.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you what, you hit your sexual peak around 63, so you're close.
Really? What world are you living in?
If you've never done it by the age of 40, you never will.
Oh,
that's
boy.
right. That's
You're
right.
a dirty girl. Well, thank you. Well,
Rizzo
we
better
have to
speed it up
Whoa, no. All right, thank you, Wendy, for your call, 828-240-1059. But listen, it is time for us to get to the J&N, brought to you by our good friends at Training and Cooling Systems. They are tested, retested, engineered, and re-engineered to keep up with you. Visit your local independent train dealer at traininfo.com. That's traininfo.com because it's hard to stop a train.
Yeah, not that train.
The JNN. No longer Asheville's newest, but still least reliable news outlet. Guys, can't we just tell them to go to 828news.com? All right, fine. The JNN Jeff News Network is ready to inform, enlighten, and, well, keep trying anyways. The JNN is on 105.9 The Mountain now.
Infidelity.
Yeah, there's a bunch of it this morning. About 2 weeks ago, we talked about the story on the JNN about Dave Grohl, lead singer of Foo Fighters, and how he had an affair. And he had an affair with a woman that ran an adult website. And this seemed to be something that was just off and on type of thing.
Yeah.
Now we're coming to find out there's been some more Dave Grohl affairs.
Oh, no.
And one of them, he has been carrying on. This is, he's been married for 21 years. He's been carrying this one on for a decade. So a decade-long affair with a jewelry designer.
So he's got a lady in every town.
I think we're going to start to see that now a little bit with him.
He is a rock star.
Yeah, so this is a full-on relationship, they say. So they've been trying to keep it, kind of private the best that they could. And I guess he travels a lot, and it's easy to do. And when you have money, you could hide a lot of different things. But
here's my thought. If I were ever to be, listen, for those of you, not that anyone cares, but my dream is to have a radio show all over this country, and Jeff and I could travel around wherever we want. I would bring baby hands. Why doesn't he bring his wife on tour? Does he not want to?
Well,
what's his deal?
Other things going on, but I don't.
Well, could she have to go on? He's a multi-gazillionaire.
I feel like it's too much happening. I can't keep up with all that stuff. I guess
it's a lot. It's like Tiger too. It's like too much.
And look what happened to him. He's fallen to pieces.
He has fallen to pieces, figuratively and literally.
Yes, all of it.
That's
all because of it. All right. Infidelity too.
Oh, God.
Are we still doing this? Really? Wow. Okay. The JNN is puttering, be it around the 828, out in Canton, being lapped by silver sneakers at the French Broad River, or just rereading news by reputable news sources. The JNN is on your radio now on 105.9 The Mountain.
All right, he's sticking dead bears in Central Park. He's, chomping up a whale with a chainsaw?
Oh, my goodness.
I'm talking about RFK, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., alleged to have a relationship with a campaign reporter named Olivia Nuzzi. N-U-Z-Z-I. So you're a reporter and your last name's Nuzzi.
I mean, that's like being Pete Radio.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Come on, man.
So his wife, Cheryl Hines, who we did not know this until I saw the presidential announcement, was Larry David's wife when he was on the show Curb Your Enthusiasm, Cheryl Hines. And supposedly, so they're seeing her ring off these solo outings, and he's been sneaking around on the side there. It's such a very Kennedy thing to do, is it not? Like, is she surprised? You marry a Kennedy, that's what you get, and then they don't make it.
They all are known for their infidelity, I guess. I don't know.
What?
I always looked at RFK as a beacon. Yeah, I always looked at him as I looked at him as a beacon.
I'm getting a peep at Newsy here. Okay.
Oh, are you going to peep at Newsy? What do you feel about Newsy?
You might have to roll with Cheryl Hines on this one. I don't
Cheryl Hines is very good looking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Newsy's got a bit of a noggin up there, a bit of a dome.
She does.
Yeah, but he's 70. I didn't realize he was that old, but he's 70. She's 31. So she was placed on leave on her job. After this all came out, so because of conflict of interest for kind of what she does for a magazine she writes for and all kinds of stuff. So
you can't be sleeping with your people.
Right.
Yeah,
so
bad
bunch
idea.
of infidelity happening.
Yeah. All right. Did you have another infidelity? Was it 2 or 3 infidelities?
It was 2 infidelities. And a did you know?
And a did you know? Yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
We've asked them to stop, but they just keep making it worse. So we pick and choose our battles. The Jeff News Network, or as you might know it, the JNN, is on your radio, limping like it's anchored to the finish line. We promise it'll all be over soon, and then back to some music on 105.9 The Mountain.
Oh, by the way, did you know that yesterday was the first day of autumn, of fall? I had no clue.
We didn't even talk about it.
I didn't even know. I did not know. I get the whole deal with the leaves and all that kind of stuff, but I gotta tell you, I knew nothing about this. September 22nd, marking the first start of the fall season. Didn't know. Had no clue, and I guess November, what was it, the beginning of November on that Sunday.
I think that's when the clocks turn back. See, to me, I always think it's like the clocks turn back.
November 3rd. Sunday, November 3rd, we fall back. So you get that extra hour of sleep, I guess. Not that it matters.
Not that it matters to us. I was going to say, what do we get to sleep until 4 o'clock?
Yeah. Yeah. So welcome to fall. Glad to have you here.
Yeah, glad to have you here. Welcome. All right. Congratulations.
Okay, they are windbags, so it's time for another inhaler break. We told you they were fluffy. More of the Rizzo and Jeff Show is next on 105.9 The Mountain.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show, and I knew somebody would have Bodette knowledge, and I know Dave, hang on for just a second here, but Jeff, if you're just tuning in, this man, is getting rid of, or did get rid of all of his Motel 6s.
Hi, Tom Bodette from Motel 6. Well, since this Y2K computer bug is going to plunge our civilization into an era of complete and utter darkness, it makes sense to see the light at Motel 6 before it's too late. That way you can enjoy the apocalypse from your clean, comfortable room as the world outside crumbles and comes to an end. Or not. Call 1-800-4-MOTEL-6 and we'll leave the light on for you.
Now, again, that was his whole thing. It was always just...
I'm Tom Bodette from Motel 6 and we'll leave the light on for you.
Yeah. All right, that was the whole thing. Now, Bodette sells it to a Japanese firm. They're not going to leave the light. What are they going to say?
Yeah,
we'll leave the light on for you.
Look, here's the thing. It's over for Bodette, okay?
What do you mean
whatever.
It's over for Bodette? Bodette, what do you mean?
What is it? Bodon.
It's
what is it?
Bodette.
Bodette.
Tom Bodette. Okay. I thought it was Tom Bodette, but I guess it's Tom Bodette.
All right, whatever it may be. But look, at the end of the day, the Motel 6, I guess, maybe started as something that was decent, and then it just really fell to pieces. And if you stayed at a Motel 6, anywhere you stay for $59 a night, you know what you're getting.
You know what? I have Bodette audio, but I know he's been waiting on the phone. Dave said he has some Bodette experience. 828-240-1059. Have you stayed at a Motel 6? Do you have any Motel 6 stories, good, bad, or indifferent? Dave, do you have a Motel 6 experience?
I have plenty of them. I used to stay at Motel 6 a lot in Wisconsin. We used to go to the races there.
Okay.
Now, was it Bodad when you saw those commercials?
Yeah.
You said, you know what? That guy really talked me into it. And second part of the question, was the light on?
The light wasn't on. It's actually Tom Bodette.
Okay.
Oh, you're right. It is.
Whoops.
Whoops. It is Tom Bodette. Well, Tom Bodette gave up on his whole thing.
They've sold him. It's been sold. Motel 6.
That was always cool. He always had some neat commercials. He's also got a tape series. The story is called "The Last Decent Parking Space in North America."
Really? So you got deep Bodette knowledge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What got you into Bodette?
Yeah.
What got you into Bodette?
You seem like a real fan.
Oh, it's just he was always kind of had a funny way to tell stories and stuff.
It's all about the storytelling. Like
okay,
But
all right.
You need to look that story up.
I'll tell you what, we will. We will look that story up. I just think that the Bodette, selling for, it was less than $600 million. You tell me that the Motel 6 isn't worth $600 million?
Well, look, first off, Dave, we'll look that up. Okay?
I am going to look it up.
All right, so you just sit there, Dave, while I look up the Tom Bodette story, I'll get back to you on it.
You know what? I'll tell you what. Let just think about this for just 2.2 seconds. Have a little heart.
When did you folks see the light?
On a trip to my sister's, I said, why waste money when we can stay at Motel 6?
That's it.
Hi, hon. Now see what happens when you listen. It's like that fear he had of cauliflower wouldn't go near.
Right, he wouldn't go near it. Cauliflower, Tom Bodette. Think of the kindness.
Some of the things invented in 1962 are still with us, such as lava lamps and Motel 6. We don't have lava lamps at Motel 6, but we do have clean, comfortable rooms at a price that won't break your budget. Come stay with us at our Springfield, Illinois Motel 6.
Now, what a commercial.
At the Toronto Road exit of Interstate 55.
Yeah, right off the highway.
I sure wish it was at exit 6.
Me
but
too.
That would be too easy.
Yeah.
Well, turn the 6 upside down and add a 0 for good measure.
Why?
That's right. The Toronto Road exit is number 90.
Oh.
Do you see what he did there?
Let me tell you. All right. This guy is a pitch man. Listen to me. All day. Over him, I'll take the coked out ShamWow guy.
Oh, come on.
I will.
You're telling me coked out ShamWow is better than Bodette?
110%.
Okay. Oh, all right, stop. 828-240-1059. Are you telling me that you think that the ShamWow guy is a better pitch guy than Tom Bodette?
I could give you 2 or 3 that are better.
No, you can't.
Do you want them now? I'll give you one. How about this?
Give me one.
All right. Popeil. Set it and forget
Ronnie
it.
Popeil. He had hair in a can, bro. This was Tom Bodette.
No.
He stood by his product.
No, that's it. Hair in a can and a coked out guy
You know what?
giving me a towel. I'm in.
828-240-1059.
Yeah.
Tell me a better pitchman than Tom Bodette.
Yeah.
You hear me?
From the latest viral guests to driving school buses and having conversations about all the craziness that happens in the 828. The Rizzo and Jeff Show will now be adopting the moniker Stay Weird. Wait a minute, can they do that? More of the Rizzo and Jeff Show after a quick break on 105.9 The Mountain.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. I'm talking to Donna here. Maybe Donna has a Tom Bodette story. Donna, good morning.
Yes, my favorite pitch person was Lucy Ricardo.
Lucille
Vita Vegemin girl.
Oh, the Vita Vegemin? So, okay.
Yes.
Vita Vegemin was good, and as she got drunk because it was like 30% alcohol. I mean, but do you feel anything when I tell you that Tom Bodette is no longer part of Motel 6?
Who is he?
Exactly. Yeah. That's, he's the guy, the pitchman for Motel 6. The guy
who will leave the light on for you.
That's okay. I'm fine.
No. Good. Me too.
Okay, you're fine. So Lucy Ricardo, Vita Vegemin means more to you than Tom Bodette?
She was more to everybody than whoever the Tom Bodette is.
Yeah, you're right. You are right. I'm with you. I'm right back in 1952 with you.
You know
okay?
What? Hold on for just 1 second. Don't go anywhere. It is more of the Rizzo and Jeff Show coming up. But I'm going to tell you, I don't like her attitude about this anti-Bodette tight.
I find her to be delightful.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something. We'll talk about best pitchmen. 828-240-1059 coming up next.
So why don't you join the thousands of happy, peppy people and get a great big bottle of
The Rizzo and Jeff shows. A little upset here. We had Dave call probably about 15 minutes ago to talk about his love of Tom Bodette. Then we had someone else call, say, that Lucille Ball was a better pitch woman, Jeff.
Well, if you don't know, and I think generally probably about 98% of the audience does not know who Tom Bodette is.
Yes, they do.
He's the Motel 6 guy. He's the
Everybody
guy. He'll
knows.
leave the light on for you. You know, the witty, what he thought to be witty commercials that he would do. Rizzo contends that he is the best TV pitchman of all time.
Agree.
I staunchly disagree. I even think the ShamWow guy is more entertaining.
Well, you know what? Again,
I'm Tom Bodette from Motel 6, and we'll leave the light on for you.
So Dave said, why don't you look up a little documentary on the Bodette? So I had to do some quick audio editing, but...
Hey everybody, your friendly neighborhood Glenn here reporting from AhoaCon 2023. And I think I'm a little fanboy crushing over here because I got Tom Bodette.
You're fanboy crushing over Tom Bodette?
Yeah, what's wrong? Wait. You have a problem with that?
You're fan crushing over Tom Bodette?
I would.
What's his name, Glenn? Glad you came out of the basement, Glenn, to do this for us. Thanks. What do you got?
Great. Listen, one of the things that I keep hearing about all the time in hospitality is storytelling.
Yeah.
I grew up here and you say we're going to leave the light on for you, but now it's...
For you.
Right. Yeah. So it doesn't feel as general. It feels more like you're actually doing something for an individual. And I think that subconsciously people are going to recognize that.
I hope so. I mean, it was taking a bit of a risk to change something that's so iconic as that. Yet, you're right. I mean, we wanted to talk about the people who make us successful, which are our customers.
So what is in essence
get out of here?
Wait, in essence, what's happening is he's saying instead of we're going to leave the light on for you, it's we're going to leave the light on. For you.
Yeah. Here's the deal, dude. They gave you the script. They paid you some money. You auditioned. You got the job. Okay.
Bodette is a big. Let me.
I was more entertained by going to get a $5 footlong, and you know who did that? Okay.
You were more entertained by Fogel? That's your own personal issue.
Okay. The Rizzo and Jeff Show is everywhere.
It's all over me.
Literally. Pick up where you left off on the podcast, posted every day at 10:15 a.m. on all platforms. And if that's not enough, on all socials by searching 1059 The Mountain. If that's still not enough, we can call a doctor.
It's 1059 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock. The Rizzo and Jeff Show. Grandma Emma, good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
So what do you got for us this morning? Little Bodette love? What do you got?
Well, I'll tell you what, Tom Bodette never made me feel like staying at a whatever hotel.
It'll be a Motel 6.
Why? Wait a minute. Why?
He was just never very impressive for me. I figured he would be on Dancing with the Stars because that's where all the washed up, nobody cares about people go.
Whoa. Now, wait a minute now.
Carl Winslow?
Carl Winslow's on that show, Grandma.
You're right. I proved my point.
No.
Oh, now you're telling me that Carl Winslow and Tom Bodette, two of my favorite people, are washed up nothing nobodies?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask, where's your hotel of choice? The Ritz?
No. When I go to the beach, I stay at a luxury hotel.
Well, as you should. You know what? And maybe if you weren't like Rizzo and you looked up to some better people than Carl Winslow and Tom Bodette in your life.
Well, I watched the lineup for Dancing with the Stars, and I'm like, who?
Yeah.
Who's that? I don't know these people. When it started out, it was great, and then they just pick all these people, Sarah Palin's daughter, what?
That's because nobody wants to do it.
Well,
okay?
You know what?
Yeah.
I dismiss this call. I appreciate it, Grandma. We got to give away $1,000. We got to give away $1,000, okay? But I appreciate you weighing in this morning, even though I disagree, okay?
Okay.
All right, you have a wonderful day, okay? Hashtag Tom Bodette, hashtag awesome, hashtag Carl Winslow.
Yeah, hashtag end this.
Hashtag $1,000 coming your way next.
Rocking the mountains for over 15 years. This is WTMT and WTMT HD1 Weaverville. Woodfin. Classic Rock. 1059 The Mountain.
1059 The Mountain, Nashville's Classic Rock. The Rizzo and Jeff Show on your radio. Simply put, how long is it acceptable to go without a shower? A day, 2 days, 5 days, 10 days? The reason we ask is because there's a video, Jeff, going viral about a kid who didn't take or hasn't taken a shower in 19 days. So Mom says he stinks. I do think there is some shower leeway depending on your personal hygiene, your BO, things of that nature.
Yeah, I think there's a little give and take. It could be a day, maybe even 2 if you feel that you could get away with it. But you know your own hygiene. But 19 long days without stepping into a shower, it's a bit of an issue.
Well, 828-240-1059. I'd love your opinion. We have something pretty awesome to hook you up with. So let me...
Elida, yeah. So hook you up with some 4-pack to Elida so you can go the corn maze, the whole deal, my friend.
Yeah, for the family. So again, just listen to this. Tell me if you find this acceptable. I don't find this as unacceptable as people are making it.
Please take a shower.
No.
You smell.
I don't care.
It's been weeks.
It's only been 19 days. Why are you being abusive?
I'm not being abusive. You literally smell. You stink.
It's me.
Just take a shower.
No. It's against my religion.
Just take a shower, dude. I'm serious.
No. I'm not showering.
You smell.
I don't care.
You reek.
What do I get out of showering? How does it benefit me?
You smell good. You feel good. You reek. That's disgusting.
Showering wastes the water bill. It wastes money.
We don't pay the water. It doesn't matter.
But still, it wastes money.
Take a shower.
Buying stove.
Take a shower.
No.
You of all people would think this is economical, right?
Well,
I mean, he's talking about not wasting the water bill.
Water bills aren't huge, but 19 days at some point. Don't you smell yourself after 19 days?
Well, and listen, there are smelly people, but I got Dave Hoyt on the phone.
No,
Dave,
just regular.
I'm sorry, Dave. Dave, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say. Back in the day, I had a friend of mine who would come over once a month on the full moon to take her shower.
Once a month? Just like when the moon was full to take her shower, that's it?
That's it. She would leave a ring around the bathtub about 4 inches wide.
So she was did she stink, though, or was she just dirt?
Well, she had that patchouli stuff on all the time, so she stunk like that.
The patchouli. So she was kind of like a hippie.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? That was kind of you to let her, use your tub. Did she clean it at least?
Sometimes. We had to get on her about that. Yeah, we had to get on her about that.
Sometimes she felt bad.
That's a terrible. Do me a favor. Hang on for just 1 second. Don't go anywhere. Who do we have here, Jeff?
Ashley,
a female perspective. What do you think, Ashley?
I think that's gross. You need to shower.
How often?
Every day.
Okay. Well, there's people that don't do it every day. Is there any leeway in this at all?
I mean, at least no more than maybe like every other day, but not 19 days.
Okay, so 19 days I feel like might be a little extreme, but like if you aren't sweating every day, you put your deodorant on, you brush your teeth, you do like a wash.
Maybe. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, is it acceptable to go to a weekend without washing, then maybe wash up on Sunday kind of thing, or?
I mean, I can't, but maybe some people can.
do you have children? What would you do if they said to you, "Listen, I'm taking a stand against showering. We're not doing it."
No, they're going to do it. If they're in my house, they're going to shower.
Well, I got to tell you, I appreciate, hang on for 1 second. We appreciate your call. 828-240-1059. I mean, listen, I don't find a problem with you not wanting to shower as long as you don't stink.
All right.
You know what I mean? Like
I do. I believe there's a little bit of leeway here. You could go a day or two, but 19 days, and he was a little bit of a chunky.
Well, see, that's the other thing, too. And this is the audio one more time if you're just tuning in as to why we're asking how long you can go in between showers.
Please take a shower.
No.
You smell.
I don't care.
It's been weeks.
It's only been 19 days. Why are you being abusive?
I'm not being abusive. You literally smell. You stink.
And
please take a shower.
No, it's against my religion.
Just take a shower, dude. I'm serious.
No, I'm not showering.
You smell.
That's right.
I don't care.
You reek.
What do I get out of showering? How does it benefit me?
You smell good. You feel good. You reek. That's disgusting.
Showering wastes the water bill. It wastes money.
We don't pay the water. It doesn't matter.
But still, it wastes money.
Take a shower.
Buying stove.
Take a shower.
No.
828-240-1059. What do you think?
We get it. We're new. So it's time for you to sound off on the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Let us have it. What do you want to say to us? What do we need to know? Call now. 240-1059. Coming up on 1059 The Mountain.
It is 1059 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. We're talking about showering because of this audio.
Please take a shower.
No.
You smell.
I don't care.
It's been weeks.
It's only been 19 days. Why are you being abusive?
Now, Jeff, what are your thoughts here? I mean, you know, how often do you shower?
Listen, 19 days really pushes it. You could go a day, maybe two, depending on your hygiene. But if you're this kid, you're rolling 19 days. What are you doing for the past 19 days to just take 5 minutes, you know?
Well, I mean, let me ask you. If you wash your back door daily, does that change it?
Well, what's the difference? You're already there. You might as well just complete the process with everything else. You know what I mean?
Well, Lacey,
why just that part?
That's true. We got Lacey on the phone. Lacey, what do you think?
Oh, my gosh. That is disgusting. 19 days? Can you imagine the germs?
He probably smelled, I'll give you that. But, I mean, you know, what about 5 days?
No. At least no more than every other day. Every day for me.
You'll give a day in between, depending on what happens. But other than that, forget it, huh?
Yes, that is disgusting.
So let me ask you something. Do you think that what if he washed his backside, but like, you know, decided to just like not wash anything else?
I'm not even sure he's doing that.
He's probably not. No, he needs to wash his hips, his face, his feet, and everything in between.
Wow. I got to tell you, I mean, look, I agree with you. I just think that it's dependent. Like, for example, Steven Seagal smells, all right? The patchouli stuff, it smells. Hippies, they smell. But I think in general, you know, just live and let live, man.
Yeah, okay. Live and let live, too. You got to live with them, okay?
Yeah.
All right?
That's true. All right, do me a favor. Hang on for 1 second, Lacey. Don't go anywhere. We have more of the Rizzo and Jeff Show coming your way after this. Don't go anywhere. How long is too long to not take a shower? 828-240-1059. More of your calls next. Look, I think if you watch your back door, you're good to go.
Yeah, is that what you think?
That's what I think.
Oh, good. What a mindset you have going on, huh?
828-240-1059. Drugs are bad. It's 1059 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show.
They lead to freak-offs.
And God knows what else. And here's the situation. The Rizzo and Jeff Show has discovered Nutter Butter's TikTok. Now, we have a TikTok. Just search 1059 The Mountain. We do, fun things, silly things, but nothing quite like Nutter Butter.
No. We are fun and silly.
Yeah, we're fun and silly, but are we Nutter Butter silly?
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure. And their TikTok has a lot of people concerned. Nobody's understanding what's happening. Either they're trying to be silly with something, or the person that runs their social media is pent up in a studio apartment somewhere on a 3-day meth binge.
right. Yeah. So this is what alerted everybody, because nobody knew about Nutter Butter's issues.
If you guys have not seen Nutter Butter's official account, I'm concerned. Nutter Butter, are you guys okay?
Yes.
So that's just an example that she gave of Nutter Butter's TikTok. Now, I have Nutter Butter's TikTok up here. Now, I'm going to play for you another video. Now, this is a Nutter Butter, okay? It's got a face. His name is Aiden, and he is just walked around the street. He's dressed up like a person with a Nutter Butter head, but then they throw him and beat him on the ground.
Yeah, and this is Nutter Butter.
This is Nutter, and what's wrong with a good Nutter Butt? Well, I love a good Nutter Butt.
Yeah, I mean it was not a bad cookie. It was maybe
peanut butter.
Honestly, maybe slightly underrated actually, because they were that good. An underrated cookie.
That is absolutely true.
Yeah.
So now they're going to beat him. Oh. So then,
Okay.
so that's kind of one of them. They beat them, they step on them, right?
Yeah.
And they do all that. But I just don't understand what the messaging here is. Like, are you saying buy Nutter Butter? Like, for example, here's Mr. 1201.
As of recently, we've been made aware of the Nutter Butter social media accounts, and we just wanted to take the time to apologize.
Now what's happening is it's a cat dancing with a Nutter Butter on its head for about 20 minutes.
All right.
So it's just like, I don't understand their messaging here. Do they understand their Nutter Butter messaging?
Yeah, I don't know where they're heading with it. Obviously, there has to be, something involved in this. But if you're really freaked out about this and you're out on Nutter Butter, Aldi has a good alternative. Their peanut butter cream-filled cookies taste just the same.
It's not a Nutter Butter.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a Nutter Butter. Are you telling me that you've had Nutter Butters and these and you think they're the same?
I have.
Now, here's a guy that's drawing a Nutter Butter. He's drawing it with his imagination.
Here's the Nutter Butter peanut butter sandwich cookie riddle.
Yeah, it's real trippy. Yeah, he's just drawn, and now the Nutter Butter ate him, and it said that R.I.P. like the Nutter Butters killed him.
Well, these are getting millions of views, by the way.
Millions.
Yeah,
millions
of views.
As a matter of fact, his name is Nutty Nutter. He's making phone calls.
Yeah, okay.
And by the way, it's really freaky.
Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? How many more? That was strange.
And now this murderous Nutter Butter is out stabbing people. I don't know what's
are sales down here? Are we trying to generate something? Are we losing? Is this the end of the Nutter Butter? Is it over?
Have we stopped Nutter Buttering?
I don't know.
I mean, because we're talking Nutter Butters.
Yeah, but I can't say the last time I went down the cookie aisle and made a Nutter Butter purchase. I couldn't tell you.
I mean, listen, they say, and it's funny because I just got a text that said, I feel like I'm on a bad acid trip.
Right.
That's what people are saying. It's like you're on an acid trip that scares you.
Yeah.
So is this Nutter Butter trying to come back? Is this Nutter Butter? Have we given up on the Nutter Butter?
Maybe you do acid. You do, under the tongue, a little Nutter Butter, and you're rocking and rolling.
I mean, is that what it is?
I don't know.
I'm just trying to find a normal Nutter Butter video. I'm trying, but it's, you know what? They're just not doing it. I mean, they have a Nutter Butter that they flick off of a building, but then it's like it's a suicidal Nutter Butter. Like here, it's. And he said, R.I.P. Nutter Butter, Nutter Butter suicide attempt. What are they doing?
I don't know. And look, I really
Does this make you want to buy a cookie?
No, and I don't want this to keep you up at night, okay? And I feel like it will. So maybe we just need to get somebody in here to figure it out. Maybe Matlock. Well, there's a new one, Matlock, with Kathy Bates. Maybe this is our first big thing on the show. Kathy Bates as the new Matlock. Let her figure out the problem and what's going on with the Nutter Butter cookie. Go ahead, Bates. Let us know.
I'll tell you what's wrong with them. I know.
Hey, you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Did you think that was funny? Yeah, we're kind of 50-50 on it, but it's still good for these guys. And the show is free, so what did you expect?
It is 105.9 The Mount Asheville's Classic Rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show on your radio. And if someone asks to eat your soul, you might want to run.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a good general rule of thumb, right?
Yeah, I would know, but when you're a child, you probably can't figure out and conceptualize what that possibly could mean. So, when you're in school and, you had to do picture day and your parents spend more money than they should because nobody wants a 2x3 of your kid.
You want to know the scam that's going on now? We were just looking at it. The Bambine, my kiddos, they sent home the school pictures.
Yeah.
every package comes with like 32 1x2s.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do
Nobody wants
with a
those.
1x2?
Right.
What's a 1x2?
They got you cornered.
You're cornered.
And it's no insult to anybody, but nobody else really cares and wants a picture of your kid.
No one cares about your kid.
Right. So
or if you want to buy them individually, they're $10 a picture, so you got to buy the package with the 1x2.
It ain't right, man. Like, how many wallet-sized pictures? Is my whole wallet in the next 5 years going to be in your kid? Nobody wants that many.
But wait a minute, then what's a 2x3? I thought that was the wallet.
No, the 2x3 is the wallet. Yeah,
right. So what are they slinging 1x2s?
What's a 1x2? What do you put it in a charm around your neck?
Well, 30 of them.
I mean, what grade's he in?
Second.
Yeah, second grades. It is.
I mean,
what it is.
Listen, I might just buy the 8x10.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So he had to put it in the whatever.
Yeah, put it on the mantle.
Well, listen. What if he came up to him and he said, "Ben, let me eat your soul.
Let me eat your soul."
You know, and if you don't believe us, listen to this.
A hired photographer taking photos at Chittim Elementary in Chesapeake was escorted off school property for making, quote, inappropriate comments to students. I'm Anthony Sabella, following a story getting a lot of attention right now on WTKR.com and on social media. Chittim principal Bridget Outlaw sent an email to parents saying that once the comments were reported, school administrators, quote, immediately addressed the issue, and this individual was escorted off school property. Outlaw goes on to say parents of students who reported the concern were notified. News 3 reached out to the school about the incident after a social media post by a woman who says she's a Chesapeake school's parent went viral. In it, she detailed comments her son said came from the photographer. Now, Principal Outlaw says the photography company is now investigating. She commended students for speaking up quickly. News 3 did reach out to the company, police, and the parent behind the viral post. Head to WTKR.com for more details about the investigation.
That means they got squatini on toast. This is what he said. Can I eat your soul, kid?
Why wouldn't he say that on the newscast?
Can I steal your ID? He said, he said, hey, can I steal your identity? Can I eat your soul?
Yeah.
Can I steal your soul's identity? Do you believe in the triangulation of the planets? I don't know, Noodles.
That's what he called the kid Noodles. What is it? Hey, turn your head to the left. Can I eat your soul?
I don't know.
Smile, Noodles.
A new study says you turn on the radio for the personalities you love. Look, even if it's not the case for Rizzo and Jeff, we're trying. Our reminder to you is they will always be free. So will their podcast. And so we can't really expect too much. 105.9 The Mountain. Always local, always free.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. Time for the JNN, brought to you by good friends at Train Heating and Cooling, where they are tested, retested, engineered, and re-engineered to keep up with you, because we all run together. Visit traininfo.com to find your local independent train dealer. That's traininfo.com, because it's hard to stop a train.
The JNN. No longer Asheville's newest, but still least reliable news outlet. Guys, can't we just tell them to go to 828news.com? All right, fine. The JNN Jeff News Network is ready to inform, enlighten, and, well, keep trying anyways. The JNN is on 105.9 The Mountain now.
A major highway in Caldwell County here in North Carolina reopened. It took about 12 hours after someone stole and crashed a Spectrum bucket truck. Here was the problem with said bucket truck.
Oh.
There was a worker that was in the bucket working.
Yeah, this utility truck, I have the audio here. His name is Frank Moody. And poor Frankie, I mean, he was just trying to do his job, and then somebody just gets out of jail. By the way, they just got out of jail, and he said, I'm going to take myself a bucket truck.
I've been up 80 feet, and you're that far up in the air, just the wind can shift and make you move, rock back 2 or 3 feet. He had to be terrified.
I feel for that person's family. You know, he was just doing what he was supposed to do.
Now, the employee, I guess, injured his legs, but he escaped out of the bucket.
Yeah, he was attached by the harness. He was able to cut himself out of it somehow, and he fell and did injure his leg. So, And the thing is that the bucket, as they were driving it, the thing was up in the air. And as it was going down, it was like ripping off other, power lines and everything else. It was striking utility lines as it was racing down the street. So
I would assume that after you get out of prison, you would want to go incognito.
Yeah, that's not an incognito.
It's not an incognito move, right?
No,
That's more of a cognito move.
Yeah. Maybe he worked for the company. A little upset.
A little upset about his bill.
What? Are we still doing this? Really? Wow. Okay. The JNN is puttering, be it around the 828, out in Canton, being lapped by silver sneakers at the French Broad River, or just rereading news by reputable news sources. The JNN is on your radio now on 105.9 The Mountain.
So a family prepared a big vacation, and they wanted to, take the whole family. They were ready to go. The only thing that they needed to complete was getting their son, who was 7 years old, a passport. You would think that's pretty simple. Well,
it could be a pain, but yeah.
Here's the problem. This is a Star Wars loving family, and Star Wars loving families tend to be a little bit on the odd side. Their son was born on May 4th. So here we go.
Oh my God, is his name May the 4th be with you?
May the 4th be with you. No, it was not. His name, Loki Skywalker.
Loki Skywalker.
And then his last name. And as his family went to go get the passport, they said, "No, this is too bizarre. This can't be right." I guess it has to do with like copyright issues. It has to do with Disney and everything else. So the family had no knowledge of having this issue. They had to contact Disney. They had to get permission from Disney to use it so they could put it on the passport to finally then go and be able to take their trip. Do you believe that?
That they had to ask Disney.
Yeah.
I mean, you theoretically are allowed to name, like you could name your kid Hat.
Yeah, well,
I knew somebody named Hat.
You knew a Hat?
I did know a Hat.
Was he hanging at Neverland Ranch with blanket? No,
just it was Hat McCullough.
Hat McCullough?
Hat. They called him Hat.
Why'd they call him a Hat? What the hell did they call him Hat for?
He's just a hat. Just a hat.
All right.
You're like, what's up, Hat?
You know, it'd be so funny if he hated wearing hats. That'd be great.
We've asked them to stop, but they just keep making it worse. So we pick and choose our battles. The Jeff News Network, or as you might know it, the JNN, is on your radio, limping like it's anchored to the finish line. We promise it'll all be over soon, and then back to some music on 105.9 The Mountain.
And I'll tell you what, I did not know this, but Coca-Cola has been secretly discontinuing different flavors of soda. And there was one that I didn't mind. I was kind of a fan of the cherry vanilla Coke. It's no longer.
Is that done?
It's gone. And
really?
and so they're doing this quietly, and they were called on the carpet on it, and they actually admitted to it. So any of the vanilla flavors are all getting the axe, so none of that.
Really?
And any of their sodas, especially the Diet Coke with the Splenda, any Diet Cokes with the Splenda, that's gone as well. So the spice, whatever the spiced is. What's the spice? Spice.
The spiced Coke, I believe, is, if I'm not mistaken, it's like a seasonal thing. And I think it was like the Coke, but it was like that with an apple spicy.
Gone. Oh. Yeah, so that's gone as well. Okay, so for anybody that drinks a lot of soda pop, I'm sorry to tell you, if you enjoyed those, they're not going to be on your palate any longer, okay?
Any suggestions? Maybe RC?
Yeah.
Any substance?
Why don't you down with a nice Dr. Thunder?
You can now text Rizzo and Jeff from your mobile device on the 105.9 The Mountain text line to 828-240-1059. The Mountain. And it's presented by Blossman Gas and Apply.
It is 105.9 The Mountain, Nashville's classic rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show. When you feel the sparkles come out of your radio, you know it's time. It's time to razzle and dazzle, Jeff.
Wow, right out of a cannon, huh?
Right.
Let's do it.
When you see the sparkles coming out, you know it's...
Yeah.
From Tinseltown to the 828 and beyond, it's time to razzle dazzle on the Rizzo and Jeff Show. All the things that are not fit to print, talk about, mention, discuss, or frankly that important but somehow find their way here. We're sorry, and yes, Jeff can't stand it either. Time for Rizzo's Razzle Dazzle on 105.9 The Mountain. Sorry.
No, no need to apologize. Now, I said this kid gave his mom a what for. And if you haven't heard of what for in a while, it's because they don't use that term much.
No.
It was in the 50s. You gave him a what for, and, I think we need to bring what fors back.
Okay, so you remember back in that day when they were hitting you with what fors? Right.
I do. Like that lady who called earlier and said Lucy was a great pitchman or woman. I remember the what-fors, and I remember my grandfather talking about getting what-fors, and that's why that's why they called it the Great Generation. That's a generation of what-fors.
Okay.
So this kid...
It's like a real word salad happening here. None of this makes much sense. I got to be brutally honest with you, but let's go.
All right. So this kid sees his mom at a restaurant, drives by, decides to pull over. He goes, I'm going to give her a what for because I think she's with a man, but not my pops. So he walks in, phone recording, and here, ladies and gentlemen, is a 2024 what for.
Rex?
Unbelievable.
What are you talking about?
Who is this? Who is this?
This is Rob.
Hey, how you doing? What's up, Rob?
Nice to
What are
meet
you
you.
doing with Rob?
What are you doing, recording this?
Absolutely.
For what?
What are you doing? She's married, you know.
No, she's actually getting divorced.
I can't believe you, baby. I can't believe you.
By the way,
believe it, kid.
By the way, actually, up until that time, they weren't getting divorced. At least according to the husband, they actually were, not getting a divorce. And the guy thought that they were happily married, and then he found out his wife was cheating, and then he gave her the what for.
Well, that's what happens. She tells the guy that she's cheating on her husband with, I'm going to divorce him. I'm not happy. Which really, she's going to wind up staying with him. So she probably thought, and then. The kid catches him there and then gave him a what for.
That's right, gave him his own.
You want to know what the what for is? That ain't handling business. So
you don't think Dad's giving Mom the what for?
Here's the what for. Rob's giving me the what for.
Wait, what did they just say? Did I hear that right? Well, they are different, but different like your dog that everyone thinks licks people too much, and they kind of grow on you. The Rizzo and Jeff Show.
What didn't make the show on 105.9 The Mount Asheville's Classic Rock, the Rizzo and Jeff Show here? There was a lot, and I had to siphon through what I thought would be the most important.
Okay.
And I'm going to leave the thumbs up for last because that's going to be a real shocker.
Yeah, I actually booted an intern out of a studio because she kept thumbs upping me.
Did she?
Well,
what do you mean? Like she just gave you the thumbs up and you told her to leave?
Well, she did it once and I'd found it to be disrespectful. She did it a second time and I sent her home.
You sent her home?
Because of the thumbs up.
Well, what? So you were doing and you were.
I had told her she was doing something wrong, and I'm not really mean, so I just kind of reprimanded her in a certain way to let her know how to do it. She didn't like it, gave me the attitude, thumbs up to me.
She thumbs upped you after a reprimand, so it was a sarcastic thumbs.
And I said, "You do it again, and you're out of here." Delivered a second thumbs up, and home she went.
Okay, well, we know.
Rizzo and Jeff tried to do the work today, but just couldn't quite get it done. So here's where they try to cram it all in at the end. It's what didn't make the show on 105.9 The Mountain.
Just out of pure curiosity, did she ever come back?
I saw her as a beer girl at a nightclub one time when I was out, and I gave her a thumbs up and walked away.
So the first thing that didn't make the show, I find this to be a spectacular buy. Especially, I was watching football yesterday and on the local Fox affiliate, and I saw that there was a great deal for a Ford Bronco for just $900 a month. What a steal.
Fits right in the budget.
Right in the budget there. So anyway, a 1977 Ford Pinto just hit the market. Beautiful. Lime green wagon, no rust, all clean. $8,500, and I'm taking a look at this Pinto wagon.
I did see a picture of it.
It's gorgeous. Now listen, does it have a little bit of a bump in the bumper? Sure.
What?
Is it a little rusted? Okay. Does it have 283,000 miles? Sure thing. But guess what? It's 50 years old. Give it a little love, TLC. It's still better than a $900 a month Bronco.
Well, you got to think. If you average 10 to 12,000 miles a year,
you're at 500,000 miles.
So pretty good. So it was well taken care of. I'm in. Pinto me.
You're going to need one sooner than you think.
Rizzo and Jeff tried to do their work today, but just couldn't quite get it done. So here's where they try to cram it all in at the end. It's What Didn't Make the Show on 105.9 The Mountain.
I'm going to say something you've been wanting to say, but you just don't have the cojones, so I'll say it for you. Apple picking sucks.
I told you that this morning.
It's a suck dry, Jeff.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's one of the fall activities that I really think is a real stinker.
It is a stinker.
I don't want to pick an apple. I don't want to look. I don't even know what to look for when I'm picking an apple.
Well,
I just assume. I just want them picked for me. I go buy them, and that's it, and I'm done with it. Who says, man, hey, honey, did you hear what's happening on Saturday? Oh, they're doing an apple picking event. Well, and then you go, I guess people do it. Me, I'm going to pass.
They say it's for sweaters and sweethearts.
No.
However, with the slight chill in the air, you're paying to literally, that would be like going to McDonald's and saying, let me make my burger and food.
It costs you more
it costs
to
you
go
more.
out, to go for the walk and live the experience of being cold while you're picking an apple.
Right. And it's like, how do you know, people haven't, wormed you? You can't guarantee a non-worming.
Yeah, we're living on the edge here with this apple picking. So I'll go get my Granny Smiths up the road.
That's
I'm
right.
fine.
The point is, it's a suck dry.
Yeah,
but finally, the thumbs up.
Rizzo and Jeff tried to do their work today, but just couldn't quite get it done. So here's where they try to cram it all in at the end. It's What Didn't Make the Show on 105.9 The Mountain.
Hand gestures that mean different things around the world. Like I'll give you an example, like when you give somebody the A-OK, that actually doesn't necessarily mean what you think it does, and you could get arrested in certain countries for giving the I'm okay, A-OK. But the real naughty one is the thumbs up. You might get away with putting your thumb up, let's say in the USA or even in Thailand, where it's like the equivalent of saying, good job, good work, or got it, bud. But in 106 countries across the globe, the thumbs up means my thumb is cold, quote, want to warm it up with your bottom. That's how many people around the world interpret the thumbs
So
up.
I go take a trip to Norway,
Poland,
Russia, yeah. And then, by the way, not taking a trip to Russia, but I go somewhere like that, and I give them the thumbs up. What are they going to do? Turn around?
That's what it means.
Okay.
Or they'll arrest you because a thumbs up means that literally means when you give a thumbs up, my thumb is cold. Would you like to warm it with your bottom?
Okay.
So that's
why there? Can I stick it in your mouth instead? Why does it got to go there?
Well, I guess it's
under your armpit.
It's just
anything
the ease
else.
It's just the ease of of action. So
okay, that's easy.
I'm just saying. It's just don't thumbs up.
Yeah,
like just don't thumbs up. You don't. It's not safe anymore. You can't even do that in French Canada.
I'll tell you.
They tell you they're going to say I'm not doing that. That's
I go to hang in Trudeau's neighborhood. Guess what? I'll be wearing gloves. Okay.
The Rizzo and Jeff Show. One loves Frasier, and the other's still into wrestling. Who's who? Find out more interesting tidbits about them every morning